welcome back to Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Last episode, we arrived in Hold, and the way to Flora is blocked, so now we have to take the other way around to the Quoi Woods, and why is there sudden lag? Jeez. Too much lag. Oh, what is causing this? Okay, sudden slowdown. I have no idea what's causing this. This doesn't happen normally. It's a little better. New enemy.
Man, could you be any weaker?
The bee. I believe this is the first enemy that can inflict poison. Also, the food is horrible against spider flying enemies.
Out of my way!
This is much better, but... Simple fight. Here we go. The alternate path to the lure.
A forest in a place like this can only mean the Quoi Woods?
Bingo. You're just full of information, aren't you?
I read in a book once that a curse will fall upon anyone who enters the woods.
Ah, so that must be the surprise. Not going in? It's fine by me, but what about Flynn?
I know. Okay, let's go.
Alright. Seem to explore this forest. And meet some new enemies.
This looks easy.
Mandragora.
Get careless.
So easy enemies. I don't think there's anything special about them. They make fun sounds, though. Seems to be a thing in the series where they just make all
I
these
beat you into next week.
I don't know why. And I'm not complaining because it's funny. Because if we head over to the land of slowdown, get an apple gel. And the Phylofolia bud. Or normal Phylofolia. Oh. Punishing Fang, that's the new art. And I want that on the side B. Think about it. I'm gonna use Influence Gel. And then low on that TP. Sitting there.
Holy power, come to me! First aid!
Single enough punching pain. I think we'll have excessive pain.
Pierce faster!
Probably try to save PP.
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
Because you've lived a lot longer, right? Oh. Another new enemy.
Oh man. Alright.
Axe beak.
Alright.
It's bird type Pokemon. Get punishing pain.
Alright.
Holy power, come to me!
First aid.
First aid!
Thank you, Spell. Very easy enemies.
Starstroke!
Just keep wheeling
An
on it.
exquisite victory! Oh!
Okay, well that was a new one. It's another wolf. It's guarding this treasure chest. It's an iron circlet.
The cry of
Forgot
victory!
she learned that actually.
Repeat?
I feel
It was a new victory quote. Okay. Gonna walk very slowly.
Did you hear something? My feet feel cold all of a sudden. Oh no, is this the curse?
What sort of curse is it supposed to be anyway?
The voices of corpses buried beneath the trees creep up and lure us to our doom.
Oh, brother.
What's that?
Blastia? What's it doing in a place like this? Let's take a break.
I'm all right. Huh? What's this?
Estelle! Damn, that's bitter. You all right?
Oh, my head feels a little... I'll be fine. What happened to me?
You just fell over all of a sudden. Don't you remember?
Perhaps it was the air that made me dizzy.
Air. That's sort of like the fuel that powers the Blastia, right? I heard that even though we can't see it, it's scattered through the atmosphere.
Yes, that's air. I read once that dense air can have negative effects on people.
Maybe that's what started the rumor of the curse. Hey, you only just woke up. You should rest a bit more.
But I can't. If we don't catch up with Flynn soon...
And what if you collapse again, and this time you're out for the whole night?
You're right. I'm sorry. Ugh!
Huh. I suppose we'll never get full trying to eat these.
It's delicious.
Hold on a sec. I can make something simple.
You can cook, Yuri?
I'm not exactly a royal chef. I just have a few recipes I learned growing up.
Aren't you worried at all that Flynn is in danger?
Huh? Does it look that way?
Well, yes.
Honestly, I'm not worried about him. He's always managed to take care of himself. Actually, it's the guys who are after him I feel sorry for.
What do you mean?
Ever since we were kids, I've never been able to beat Flynn at anything. Swords, racing, whatever. After he'd won, he'd always have the nerve to say, "You all right, Yuri?"
That must be nice. I've never had anyone like that in my life.
You can count yourself lucky. Well, dinner's ready.
Thank you for the meal.
Wasn't anything special.
I thought it was very tasty. I can't imagine being able to cook anything myself.
It's just like using a sword or magic. You've got to learn it by doing it. You just need to practice with a few recipes. You'll be cooking before you know it.
Practice with recipes?
Here, I'll show you how it's done. Watch. Cooking clears your mind, and it's great for regaining lost energy. Cooking has a lot of other effects as well. This is pretty much everything I know how to cook right now. So, in order to make a sandwich, you'll need bread and an egg, which we just happen to have right here. After choosing the ingredients, it's time to cook. And there you are, a delicious meal.
You're so good at that. I'm not sure I'd be able to get that good at cooking.
Well, it comes more naturally to some people than others. Just because you have a recipe doesn't mean it'll always turn out like you think.
Really? So you can mess it up?
Well, you usually taste your food while cooking, but some people don't.
Tasting?
You know, like when cooks taste the food they make?
Well, you're a sheltered little princess who's lived her life in a castle. It's only normal.
Sheltered little princess? I suppose so.
What is it, Repeat? Well, shall we be going?
Well, now that we know how to cook, I'm gonna grab this treasure chest that was on me first. Magic lens. Okay. I want to equip that before I forget. Cooking. It's very simple. Because it's New Game Plus, I inherited cooking skills, and there is a very good reason for that, which I'll be getting into much later. For now, we only have this sandwich. There's a special thing about the sandwich. If Yuri cooks it, something special will happen, and if Repeat cooks it, something else also special. When Repeat cooks it, it becomes dog food. Every food Repeat cooks becomes dog food. And then you have cooking shortcuts. As it implies, after the end of every battle, you can just press the D-pad and then cook. And I'm gonna have Yuri cook for now. In case you need it.
This looks easy.
Don't get careless. Out of my way! This! Crushing eagle!
Oh, crushing eagle. Already. We aren't even out of the Quoi Woods. Already getting all the good stuff.
Crushing eagle!
That was a little boring when you just have 3 people in the game.
Pierce Buster!
Resound, O cry of victory! All right.
Anyways, press the D-pad. Next, cook. There you go. Oh, escape.
Yuri, the food you cooked was so delicious. It might even be better than the chefs in the castle.
Flattery will get you nowhere, you know.
Yuri, how about you become a cook in the castle? I'll write you a recommendation.
You really know how to compliment a guy, Estelle.
You would have to do something with your hair, though. The kitchen staff is very strict.
Just how serious are you?
Anyways, if Yuri cooks the sandwich enough times, something special will happen, so I want to make sure he's the chef for now. I already have a hard mail. And that bee is ignoring me, so I guess I'm not fighting it. I want to play as Yuri again. And I'll leave his arts alone. I like this setup for now. Shouldn't even have some of the arts he already has.
This whole journey is a learning experience.
I think you need to lighten up.
Okay, I don't think I've gotten that one before. Here are some really good here, battle quotes, whatever. Oh. Skill. Now I can switch him to another weapon if I had one. What I like to do is as soon as I get a weapon, I usually equip the weakest ones that have a skill first and then go up in strength. Until I can't learn any more skills, and I equip the strongest weapon. Everybody's still learning. So around here is okay. Should be something like right here. No. Okay, I thought there was something there. And there's this. Swords. I want to remember this for later.
Prepare to die, Egg Bear! Whoa! Oh, man, that hurt. I'm warning you, I don't taste very good. You'll get the runs! Oh my gosh! Somebody help me! Ah!
Is this kid for real?
It's all right now.
Huh? The monster turned into a girl?
Oh, brother. This should be interesting.
I'm Carol Capel. I'm a member of the Hunting Blades Guild. We travel the globe in search of the toughest monsters.
I'm Yuri. This is Estelle. And you've met Repeat already. Anyway, nice to meet you.
What? Yuri, wait! My apologies.
Huh? Hey, wait up! Where are you guys going? You guys are here to enter the woods, right? Well then,
Actually, we've just finished coming through the woods and we're on our way to Halur.
No way! You guys made it through the cursed woods? Did you guys run into any egg bears?
Do you know what he's talking about, Yuri?
Nope. I don't think we've seen any.
Man, wonder if I should head back to town then. They definitely won't like it if I keep them waiting. All right, I'm not sure you two would make it on your own, but never fear. The star member of the Hunting Blades will be your escort. See that? I've even got my own Blastia. What? You guys both have one too? Oh yeah? Whoa, how do you like this?
It has information about monsters. After a certain point, all the pages are blank.
That's because I'm gonna fill it up with piles of monsters after this. Hey, wait! Who said you could just write in there?
It might hurt your star member status if it got out that you broke your sword.
Oh, that? I had to give myself some kind of handicap, or else it wouldn't have been a fair fight. Hey, that's actually not too bad. Do you guys even know where you're going? Halore's to the north, once you get out of the woods. Come on, guys! Wait for me!
And Carol joined the party.
Carol, are you okay? Even though your sword's still broken?
Nah, it's lighter and feels easier to use.
Now your sword won't be swinging you anymore. Sounds good to me. Breaking your sword to get it to just the right length. You're obviously some guild's ace.
Yuri, you didn't break Carol's sword on purpose, did you?
I'm not that good.
Well then. Since it's a new character, obviously you're gonna take control of him. Only one heart rate. That's gonna change very soon. There we go. And don't forget to equip Vitality. He comes with that skill. As for titles, that one. And now the monster book has been added. This is gonna be the bane of your existence if you go through 100% in these games. Like the item book. But we'll get into the item book later. Anyways, we want to head back up a little bit. And get the sword shot. And now it's time for Carol's first battle. And time for him to learn a bunch of parts.
How's this? Nice aim!
Carol has the ability to heal. Actually, you know what? I will keep that on.
How's this? Destroying rock! Asher! Here's this! Dragon up!
Show Dragon Hour.
Get out of here! Take this!
Got all those arcs right now?
Just Star Stroke!
All those arcs right now.
Destroying rock!
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
Carol's
Oh, I feel so powerful!
Carol's an interesting character to use, especially when he has that healing art in the mix. We'll get more in depth after. World map. Here again, on the other side of Dadenhold. If you try to head back to Dadenhold, there is a new monster.
Piece of cake!
Don't get
The Treant.
careless.
Can I repeat magic one for that?
Destruction! Crushing eagle!
Dragon upper!
Carol is very slow at doing this. He also has a good trigger HP. It's gonna be the first to max out their HP if you get high enough levels. Oh, another new enemy. I don't want to fight that. Anyways, I wanted to show. That the monsters are gone. You can't enter Dadenhold from this side, but the monsters are gone. That big one, you can't fight it. Maybe another time. Here it is, a Halor. Goal for our next goal in this journey. What do you think? No, we'll enter first.
Halure, the city of Blossom.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't they have a barrier here?
Yes, there should be.
You guys haven't been to Halure before, right? So then you haven't heard about the tree barrier.
Tree barrier?
Some Blastia fuse to plant life, gain organic qualities, and evolve. The tree barrier of Halure is one prime example of this. I read that in a book.
Well, thank you, Professor. So what's happened to this famous barrier? Doesn't look like it's doing much right now.
Every year, just before the blossoms are in full bloom, the barrier weakens for a while. It's just that time of year right now. And the monsters took the opportunity to attack.
Is that when the barrier went down?
Yeah, the monsters were taken care of, but the tree is slowly starting to decay. Hey!
What is it?
Sorry, I gotta run! Bye!
Does that kid ever sit still? So I guess you'll be looking for Flynn now, huh, Estelle? Doesn't she know we need to keep a low profile? And what happened to looking for Flynn?
We'll find out what happened with what's happening in the lore in the next episode.